Hello, Candy Basers. We are here in the studio today with Michelle. Her stage name is Chelle. You guys may have actually come across her profile on our website. If you have not, then please do feel free to check her out. We have her here with us right now, and we're going to do an exclusive interview for Candy Base Records. Hello, Chelle. How you doing?
Hello.
You alright?
I'm great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Did you have a good time coming over here?
Of course, yeah. Always good to be in the studio. Always good to be, recording at Candy Base and making the dreams come true.
Oh, you
making hits all the time.
Yeah, you do travel a lot, don't you? Though?
Yeah, because I'm half Spanish from Mallorca and half Danish.
Yeah.
I used to live in Mallorca till I was a teenager, and then we moved to Denmark for school reasons. My mum wanted me to have a nice education. Finished high school, so right now I'm based in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yeah.
But I love traveling. I love different countries. I love being all over the place, getting new ideas, seeing new things. Get inspired by the world. I love it. I can't.
Sounds like you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, and in regards to my music. Denmark is I love it, but music-wise, it's not a big country. Not many people listen to it, and there's always just a handful of people who are in charge of what's going to be the next big thing. And I'm really happy that I come across Candy Base, and I'm able to have a more international approach to it instead of just being in Denmark. I hope really that my music comes out to as many people as possible.
I hope it does too. Who are your main inspirations?
I think it started when my mum, when I was younger, and and she recorded videos. The MTV just started there, and and she just recorded these
VH1s?
Yeah, VH1 videos, and I got so inspired, like Madonna, Tina Turner, Whitney Houston.
So it's a
Elton
lot.
John. It's a lot of artists, and I just thought, wow, I love this. And I was always singing, always dancing, always doing things, goofing around, and always been loving that sort of thing. And when I became a bit older and I moved to Denmark, I didn't have friends because I came from Spain. I spoke Spanish. I spoke Danish with my mom and my grandma, but then I went to a Swedish international school in Spain, so I spoke Swedish. And moving to Denmark, starting in a new school, is not like you know a whole lot of people.
So it's
and
safe
being
to
a
say,
teenager, I was a bit of a nerd. I had short hair, braces. I looked kind of,
really?
Not that typical sweetheart you would usually think of.
Okay.
And I had a lot of time on my own. I think that's when I started really realizing music and enjoying music in another way that made me want to create music as well. So I think I've always had it. I've always wanted to do it, but I started with that thing when I was about teenager, 13, 14, like seriously writing. I didn't have big plans then. I just thought it was a really nice way of
expressing yourself.
Yeah, expressing yourself, doing art, creating things, painting, all of that sector. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. What is the message that you want to send across to your fans?
I think I've always had a really loving and positive upbringing. I don't have that big of a family. I'm really, really small. But I've always known in my heart that you have to do things with your heart. You have to do things good. You have to help others for good, not just try to use people or talk bad or do negative, bad things to people. I've always wanted to use and show the world that it's good to be happy. It's good to do your best. It's important to try and have a great life and be happy, and not just settle for less. Like, work hard, do what you love, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And I know a lot of people don't take the responsibility for themselves that they should, because I've been there. I know what it is just to be a part of a system and just like be not a robot, but some way you do put your mind in another way, and you think,
you mean the rat race?
Yeah, I'll just do this right now, and then you don't think about it anymore. But I think it's important, and my message is, do good things, be positive, follow your dream if you have a dream, and don't do drugs because you think that's the right way. You can do things without drugs. I've never tried any hard drugs or anything, and I know that for me to create art, I don't need to be on drugs. I do this from my heart, and I do this from my creative soul, because that's who I am, and I really want people to feel good in their own skin. Like, it's alright to be you. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You just have to be happy for who you are and what you do.
Oh, that's great. That's a great message.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's not about impressing that I do music. I'm happy that people love it, and I'm happy that people have open arms, but it's about you doing what you love and having that extra, that so you can give something on to other people, because that's what I want to do. I want to inspire people so they feel happy and they do better with their lives.
Yeah, I understand. That's an awesome message. Does your type of lifestyle as an artist affect you as a person, and does it reflect on your personal life at all?
It does. I'm at a point now that I really know myself that well, so I know where my boundaries are and I know where my limits are. But I remember in the beginning when I started to do music, I felt weird, because I'm like, I want to do music and it takes a lot of time, but all the other people are trying to not push me away from it, but like, oh, you never have time for us, you never have time for coffee, or
they're trying to bring you down.
Yeah, but not in a bad way. People don't do it intentionally, but at some point I find out, really, you know what, if I want to have a success in this business that I love so much, and that's what makes me being me, I need to prioritize my time. And now it's not, you get 2 in 1. I'm me, and I'm not changing if I'm on stage, if I'm private, or I'm me with my things. Of course, music is work, but I do it because I enjoy it and I love it. And the friends and family that I have that close to me, they know me so well that they have accepted what I do, and they know, alright, we might not see her because he's on tour, she's doing this, she's on stage, she's in the studio, and they accept it because they see what it does to me.
Yeah.
They see the happiness that comes out after being in the studio making a hit, and then they hear the song and they get all hyped up and really happy about, that things are happening. And
at the end of the day, you get their support, don't you?
Yeah, really. And time will only tell who will keep coming in my bus or not, because if people really support you, they'll be there at the end of the road anyway.
That's a hell of a lot of knowledge. You must have started at a really young age.
Yeah, I did. It's always been what I've loved doing, and I've always been doing like 7 things, different directions, but some way I know that it makes sense. To me it makes sense. That I've learned so much in different sectors that I can say, when I put all these together, that's what makes me, and that's what makes me know all the things that I know, and I can use them. Because it's not always about music, it's not always about just singing. It's about how to create a song, how to know doing this, the business side of it, like what do we do with this, and how does it work legally, and how does it work with contracts, all these things. You can't just live and work with it without knowing shit.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Of course. No. That's okay. Beep.
Yes, please.
Have you felt any pressure? Like, obviously it's not easy for you to continuously travel, continuously do all the things that you do. You must feel some sort of pressure at stages in your life, regarding how this all basically just progresses
I
along.
would say I don't feel the pressure, because I'm always my worst enemy. I'm pressuring myself, I'm pushing myself harder, because I've been working on this so hard for so many years that I know that it's only me who can be me and do what I want to do, and I'm the one pushing myself to the limit all the time, because I want this so bad that I really have to work on it, because otherwise, my philosophy is hard work pays off, and it really has to, because I feel that's what makes me happy, and that's what I can be happy for me about, having the respect. I know, okay, I deserve it because I worked so hard for it. And this sort of job, if you call it a job, it's not made for everyone, because there are things in this life you can't do. If you do music, there are a lot of private things you don't have time to. You don't have time to go and see your friends all the time. You're also, you're on track. Like you always have to think of certain things. Like I have to make new songs. Which songs? What about the songs we've done? What's going to happen? I'm going to be on tour. Interviews here, interviews there. That's a lot of things you have to digest.
Yeah.
And you have to be really focused. So I try all that I can to take care of me, like eating healthy, sleeping well, drinking a lot of water, getting extra vitamins, so I'm always there one step ahead, so I know what's coming, because I love what I do, and I've always had this extra energy, and I'm always positive, and I love making people laugh, and I love making jokes. I'm kind of a goof sometimes, and I think that's what makes me me, and I can feel the difference. If I don't make music, I'm miserable, I'm sad, and I get depressed, and I'm a normal person.
You just mentioned difference. How would you really distinguish yourself from other artists? What do you think makes you different?
Well, first, I'm me. No one is like me, and I'm like no one else.
Yeah, true.
And no one else is like any other else. So I think I really have many messages I want to bring across. I want people to relate to my music and make them feel better. If you're feeling down one day and you hear one of my songs, maybe encourages you to feel better, and you like come up and
you just want to
dust
instill
yourself off
that
and
goodness.
say, yeah, I want people to feel better. Or like if you're at a party and you put on a party song of mine, then makes you feel happier, and depends on the mood, because music is for different emotions. It depends on what stage you're in or how you feel. What is if you're got your heart broken, or it's just a happy song.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's different. But I say this with music, it is hard business. It's hard.
It's very hard.
It's not easy, and I really accepted that this way of life is not. It's just not easy. It is really hard. But if you want to walk that extra mile, you just got to do it.
And it's worth it.
There's no choice, and there's not a place where you can complain.
Yeah.
Because there's not space to complain.
Absolutely.
You just have to suck it in.
Yeah.
And that's if you are sick, if you feel bad, if you had a discussion with someone, you can't. There's no space to be affected by it.
Yeah.
And that's a balance you really have to take care.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm a Libra. I know everything about balance.
Yeah, you really have to, because you don't want to turn into a cold-hearted person.
No, of course not.
I have emotions, of course, but I need to focus because I love music, and it takes a lot from me.
Okay, well, if you love music so much, could you ever see yourself doing something else besides this?
No. Well, as I told you before,
just if you tried to picture it, what would you see yourself doing?
I do all sorts of things. I've been doing, I'm a personal trainer, Pilates instructor. I work at a herb shop. I've been working all sorts of shops, managing restaurants, doing a lot of different things, going to art schools. I do paintings. I'm a design technologist. I do designs, clothing lines, all of that.
Yeah.
So I think if I should do anything, it will always be an entrepreneur, like having something from scratch and building it up.
Yeah.
It's exactly somewhere like music. You hear a beat, you have to write a song, so you start from scratch and then you have a song.
Absolutely.
I think I would be doing something similar with something artistic. I would.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's great.
But there's no choice. I want music.
Okay. So, tell us how you got to where you are right now.
Hard work and prioritizing. The music industry, well, for me, because I can't speak for anyone else, for me, it has been hard because you don't always meet the right people. I'm a female artist, and
it's not always easy for female
no,
artists.
because it has something to do, about age and about looks, as well as the talent of writing or singing, or what is. It's about luck as well. It's like playing the lottery. You really don't know what's going to happen. You just put your best in it all the time, and a lot of times you just don't win anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you make music, things happen, but no one ever hears your songs.
Yeah.
Because they don't get finished, or they got lost on the way, stuff like that. So it means that it's a lot of, sometimes, I wouldn't say waste of time, because you learn by it, but it's a lot of tears and a lot of sweat and a lot of times where you think, I'm almost going to give up, but something tells you that this is the right thing to do. So I kept on, and I feel I'm in a really good place now, like with Candy Base Records, that I feel more secure. obviously I was secure before, but I don't have to struggle the same way. I love doing music, so I'm a hard worker, but I feel much more secure now that I'm with Candy Bass.
Well, that's great. That's great to hear. Okay, what would you say keeps you going? If you were to say anything at all. I'm not talking about coffee.
I just caffeine. No, I just think I have that drive, and it's hard for me to explain where it comes from, but I just have that drive. I just can't stop. There's nothing in this world that can make me stop. I just have that. If you ask my good friends or my family, they just say she's just like that. She doesn't stop. She's just like from morning to evening doing things, doing stuff. I always say I'm gonna go do stuff, and people don't know what it is, but it'll be like write a song or just meditate with myself, like what's gonna be the next step, what am I gonna do next? Because the drive is the thing that makes me happy, it keeps me going. And if you ask me, are you bored? I can swear to you, I don't know what it is to be bored.
Wow, that's good.
I don't know what it is. I am never bored. And I'm always doing stuff. I don't have that much time for TV. I don't have that much time for other stuff. But I'm never bored. So I just think it's that drive.
Yeah, it just keeps you going.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, how do you feel now that you've been signed? I mean, how does it really reflect on you as an artist?
Yeah, as I said, it's like you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know that a record contract is never guaranteed, but it's a step much, much closer to where you want to be. Because at some point for me, the big thing is like to get signed. First big step.
Yeah.
Because you had a lot of time writing songs, get music out there, but getting signed is a big thing. And I was really happy the day that we signed. Like really happy, and it's the passion that you have, you know, that and you see that light at the end of the tunnel.
It's like a door opened up for you.
Yeah, a big one, because you always have like the small doors opening, some closing again, because alright, dead end, back on track again.
Yeah.
But this one was really the next big step. So
I'm glad to hear that.
Like now it made me want to work harder. Want to make me work more. Like we just have to get those songs done. We have to do more songs.
Yeah, exactly.
What should I write about now? Do you have more beats for me?
I know exactly what you mean. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming down and talking to us today. You guys just heard a very exclusive interview with Chelle.
Yes. The one and only.
Yep, at the Candy Bass Records Studios, and we hope you guys have a great